Why did God allow polygamy in the Bible? It's a question that challenges many Christians. We see revered figures like Abraham, Jacob, and David with multiple wives. Yet today monogamy is the undisputed Christian standard. What is the truth every Christian should know about this difficult topic? First, we must go back to the very beginning. In the Garden of Eden, God established his perfect and unchanging ideal for marriage. He created one man, Adam, and one woman, Eve. Of them, he said, they shall become one flesh. This is God's blueprint, a unique, exclusive, and lifelong union between two individuals. This was the divine design before sin entered the world. So what changed? After the fall, humanity and its cultures became distorted by sin. In the ancient world, polygamy became a common cultural practice for several reasons. To ensure heirs in a time of high infant mortality, to form political alliances, and to provide social and economic protection for women in a fiercely patriarchal society. God, in his wisdom, did not command polygamy, but he condescended to work within this broken cultural framework. The law of Moses doesn't endorse polygamy, but it regulates it to prevent greater evils. For example, Deuteronomy 21 ensures that a man cannot disinherit the firstborn son of a wife he dislikes in favor of the son of a wife he loves. This shows God's mercy, protecting the rights and dignity of those trapped in a flawed system. He was mitigating the damage of a practice he did not originate. Crucially, the Bible does not hide the painful consequences of polygamy. It honestly records the jealousy between Sarah and Hagar, the bitter rivalry between Jacob's wives Leah and Rachel that created a dysfunctional family, and the disastrous strife in King David's household, which led to incest, murder, and rebellion. These accounts are not endorsements, they are cautionary tales, starkly illustrating that polygamy creates division, jealousy, and pain, falling far short of God's one-flesh ideal. With the coming of Christ, the New Testament brings clarity and restores God's original design. When questioned about divorce, Jesus himself points back to Genesis, reaffirming the one-man, one-woman standard. Furthermore, the apostles set a clear requirement for leadership within the church. In 1 Timothy and Titus, it is stated that elders and deacons must be the husband of one wife. This leadership qualification set the standard for all believers and guided the church back to God's perfect will for marriage. In summary, God's ideal has always been monogamy. His allowance of polygamy in the Old Testament was a temporary concession to the hardness of human hearts in a broken culture, and the Bible itself testifies to its painful results. The New Testament calls us back to the beautiful and sacred one-flesh union that God intended from the very beginning. If you found this video insightful, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us create more content to explore the depths of Scripture.